I'm sure it's great fun in solo queue, right? But in this type of environment, there's a lot more difficulty on that. Final pick of the draft here for Disguised is Rek'Sai in the jungle for Kizno. How are we feeling about Rek'Sai right now, my friend?
Rek'Sai top lane for
Rek'Sai top lane. Sorry about that. Yeah, I misspeak. My bad.
Unless they want to do a last-minute swap and do some bossy tech.
Ooh, wide. They want to play sides. They want to play split. You've got Rek'Sai and Ryze. Void Grubs will feel great for that.
Exactly. Definitely agree in this scenario with this team comp scenario here for DSG.
Yeah, Gatghost has his Sunfire fully completed already, considering he's up against an AD lane opponent in the Rek'Sai and also an AD jungler. With their top laner feeling good, feeling comfortable up there. Griffin's going to move through his own jungle, but Kizno's already waiting for him. The Realm Warp is about to arrive. Call me! Right there, he shows up as soon as...
I really feel like DSG, you know, Bard Ultimate is ready to fire off, so maybe we go for a dive.
How about a pick onto Quad right there? Disguise just sends in the hit squad, takes out the enemy.
Good bounce back game here for DSG. Response though, because Quad has revived.
Yeah, FlyQuest is wanting to answer here at the Rift Herald. Kizno is very low. The Herald is going to go over to the Vi, but now it's already one kill for the FlyQuest side. The eyeball is being protected. Despite the fact that Kizno was able to claim the objective, they can't get the reward. Call Me tries to get away, but the Realm Warp ends up being his grave.
Let's take a look at this dragon fight instead. The setup here, DSG on it. Watch out for Gatghost though.
Yep, the Scion is very, very tanky at this point in time. He's got the Quest teleport for the massive shield here, as well as the Drake is claimed by Kizno and Disguised. Griffin trying to get himself away, but a nice Tempered Fate locks him up. Plenty of damage back the other way onto Kizno, but he's not dead yet. Now he is going to fall. Both junglers out of the picture as Call Me dies to Quad off on the right here at the same time. Masu under pressure. Kaza looking for the kill, but he won't be able to find it. Deadly Flourish locks him up. FlyQuest beats him down. Masu with a kill as Quad is stuck, but it's Disguised who now have to be careful. The Roar of the Slayer slows him down from Masu's bullet to find the mark. Lions running straight towards the crusty turret, and it will mark his crusty grave. An ace for Gatghost and FlyQuest. Dragon be damned. That fight was a 1v1 early on between Call Me and Quad. Quad ends up winning by flashing over the wall and then throwing out the Unraveled Earth, meaning everybody on DSG has to overcommit to finish the kill. Now Quad does get picked off here in the side lane. Call Me and Lions working together to grab that kill for themselves, brings the FlyQuest mid laner to 3-3 on kills and deaths. Call Me wants to knock down this tier 1 turret. Cryogen is waiting nearby, but the Alistar alone cannot stop this, so Disguised will pick up the first turret of the game 19 minutes in.
And it does go to the Ryze, which is good because they're playing. Maybe this is an area here now for FlyQuest. Cryogen is right back on the top side of the map. They got to pick themselves. FlyQuest get the kill. Immediately here, Lions is down. Masu able to use his ult to follow up and get the kill. Money into Jhin as well. This is dangerous territory.
Ooh, Masu now could be the one in danger as Kizno has found his way onto the enemy AD carry. Sajet finally joins in with a killer instinct. Now Cryogen with a flash over the wall. Pulverized. Gets himself away from danger, but is knocked below half health. Will have his teleport with that enchanted mega shield from the Quest to bring him back into the fight if he needs it. Kizno still looking around, seeing if maybe there's an opportunity there to go after Quad. This is Soul Point. If Disguise can guarantee that they get it, Decimating Smash from Gatghost, not going to find anything. Was hoping Disguise might have been a little bit too arrogant in their movement. Try to just face check into the brush. They won't do so here just yet. Cryogen goes in for the headbutt pull. Only finds it onto the Rek'Sai. Now with a Tempered Fate marking Griffin as gold. They take their chance to go in. Griffin and Quad now under a little bit of pressure as Kizno and Kaza were diving in, trying to find the kill, but Gatghost locking up Kizno, looking to take down the Vi. He can't quite kill him here just yet, and finally gets the snap Q to do it. Now Sajet's behind enemy lines. The Kaza cannot find the assassination here just yet as Castle kills off Griffin. The curse call is opened up, but Sajet has superior artillery, and he finds the Void Seeker.
So it's an easy snipe there. Sajet gets the W. Then we get Hex Gates while at the same time as Magical Journey the other way, and people just porting all over the place, and you got the crisscross. Wait it.
We're not done yet. Quad and Cryogen going in looking for Sajet. This time a Tempered Fate's going to buy the Disguised AD carry only a moment longer as Griffin and all of FlyQuest collapse to guarantee the kill. While we were in the replay, FlyQuest also secured that third Drake, so Disguised is not on Soul Point. Their stack has been stopped. Kizno is currently in a very compromised position. If he gets caught here, this is potentially barren for FlyQuest. That is a massive blunder from Kizno getting caught at this point in the game. It's 20 seconds on Sajet. Sajed. It's 35 on Kizno, and FlyQuest are going to start up the Baron. Quad just trying to keep Calmy away. Lions looking for any opportunity to slow this down enough to force FlyQuest off. Castle moving around from the side here, but not really finding a whole lot of anything just yet. FlyQuest do seem a little bit uncoordinated. Gakgos now arriving back into the fight. Baron's down to half HP, but FlyQuest are so low, particularly Griffin, that they don't want to risk sticking around any longer, so Disguised will successfully prevent the Baron.
So I want to go over that.
Or on to Masu, and it's also that much harder for somebody like Griffin to achieve his goal of bursting down the Kaza if he finds the angle, but now it's Calmy who ends up getting caught here in the side, just chain CC'd straight to death, and Griffin takes
pressure and starting up Baron already here. Sion is a giga tank, so Sion can tank that thing, but they're sacrificing their mid tower. DSG, not too shabby of a response there. They get the mid tower and then come over for the contest.
Yeah, DSG taking out the tier 2, now trying to wrap around and find their entry into this fight. Masu is alone away from the rest of the team up here in the top lane.
Flash.
Tempered Fate onto the top laner and jungler of FlyQuest as now they want to try to burst down Griffin, and they've already killed him. Sajed takes the kill. The Baron's down to 3,000 HP. Lots of damage into the FlyQuest players already as Quad has to go gold just to stay alive. Disguised may have found their fight. Castle takes Quad out of the picture, and Disguised kill 2 and take the Baron. Cryogen's about to die now for a third. What a massive swing for
enemy jungle. Really nicely focused here. They kill off the Kiana and then Vile right over to the Talia. Now we're looking again.
Yeah, Griffin wanted to go in there for the supreme display of talent, but he misses. Disguised are ready, and now they're hitting back. Cryogen's likely to die here. Deadly Flourish flies out, not really going to find a whole lot to try to protect the support. Tempered Fate locks up Gakgos, the tier 2 turret down here in the bottom lane, just barely standing. One auto attack honestly should just be able to finish the thing off. Really huge moves coming out from Disguise. They are not slowing down just yet. That Baron fight, Masu being isolated up there in the top lane by himself where he couldn't approach. Meanwhile, Sajed is in the pit, firing at Kathian Reigns and everything around him. The difference in the way that the 80 carries were allowed to play was massive. And now Disguise with their 5v4 for the next 10 seconds are knocking in the front door of the FlyQuest base. The tier 3 turret in mid lane is down.
Restart that hype train for DSG. You know, with the Herald the Dragon, and of course the Baron was uncontested, but now he's picked.
Up there on the Kizno, right as we're talking about the Tempered Fate keeps him alive for a little bit longer. FlyQuest need to try to get this kill. Ulti from Kizno to try to buffer through some of the CC, but he still dies to supreme display of talent. Castle wrapping around from behind, going after Griffin, takes him out. Now Gakgos absorbing some of the damage from the Rise, but the Actualizer is actually crazy. A double kill for the Rise. It's Calmy, and there ain't no maybe. This man is definitely that Rise that FlyQuest have to fear. Quad tries to escape. Seismic shove defensively. Flash away. Calmy gets the kill anyway. Cryogen and Masu trying to escape, but Castle is on the hunt. Masu forced to run back outside of the walls of his own base. It's only the FlyQuest bottom laners alive. Disguised looking to push towards the Nexus and take us to a game 3. Disguised forcing Masu completely out of any sort of defensive position. Cryogen wants to try to do something here, but Castle's already killed Masu. It's Cryogen against all of Disguised, and now not even he stands alone. And Ace goes over to Calmy, and Disguised are going to answer FlyQuest in game 2. We're going to a game 3.
Ooh, DSG giving us a